In this video we are going to discuss about that common tangent to the parabola y is equals to x square and y is equals to minus of x minus 2 whole square. It is that very easy thing. See, common tangent. See here that first of all y is equals to x square is that given. So you know what is that equation of the tangent in terms of the slope m. That value will be y is equals to, this value will be mx minus a into m square. This is that equation of the tangent to the parabola x square is equals to 4ay. X square is equals to 4ay. In this one, here that 4a is equals to, this value is that 1. A is equals to, what is that value? 1 by 4. So now you substitute in this value, y is equals to m into x minus m square by 4. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. After that, so this one is that, this is that, let it be equation 1. Equation 1 is also the tangent to y is equals to minus of x minus 2 whole square. So solving that both equations, so here this one will be y is equals to minus of x minus 2 whole square. Solving the both equations means you can replace y value minus of x minus 2 whole square. Minus of x minus 2 whole square is equals to m into x minus m square by 4. Minus m square by 4. Now you see, here this one is that minus x square plus 4 into x minus 4 is equals to m into x minus m square by 4. Okay, now you get it, all these terms, left hand side, all the terms you get that right side, or right side terms you get the left hand side, anything. Now better you take it, this one is minus x square, you get that other side, plus x square, and 4x term you get that other side, plus m into x minus 4x. X you take the common, m minus 4 into x. Okay, and next one is that minus 4 you get that other side, plus 4 minus m square by 4 is equals to 0. Now you see very clearly, it is that a quadratic form. You know, any line is that a tangent to the given curve means, here this quadratic equation discriminant will be equals to 0. So what is that a discriminant value? D is equals to 0. D means b square minus 4ac. See here, b square value is nothing but, b value is that m minus 4. B value m minus 4 whole square minus 4 into ac. A value is that 1. C value will be 4 minus m square by 4. M square by 4 is equals to 0. See, now you simplify, this value will be nothing but m square minus 8 into m plus 16 minus 16, okay, plus m square is equals to 0. Here plus m square and minus m square will be cancelled. This is that 2 into m square minus 8 into m is equals to 0. So here you divided with 2, it becomes that m square minus 4 into m, 4 is equals to m square minus 4 into m square minus 4 into m is equals to 0. Now here you take that m is that common, if you take that m is the common, m into m minus 4 is equals to 0. Therefore, what will be that slope of the common tangent? M value will be 0 or it is that 4. So here that this m value you substitute in that equation 1. So therefore, equations of the common tangents. Here in this one, equations of common tangents. Here equations of common tangents. So look at this one, equations of common tangents. So what are the equations of common tangents? One value will be, one equation will be, if you write that m is equals to 0 in this equation, here you substitute that in that first equation. So m is equals to 0, if you write in this one, you get that first equation will be y is equals to 0. Okay, and this one will be y is equals to m is equals to 4. You write it 4 into x minus this value m square by 4. M square by 4 means 16 by 4, that is equals to 4. So here this value will be nothing but y is equals to 4x minus 4 and y is equals to x. These are the common tangents to the given parabola. So all of you see this one. According to the given options, here option B is the correct answer. Y is equals to 4x minus 4. Under 4 you take that common, you will get that y is equals to 4 into x minus 1. So this one will be, you can write as that y is equals to 4 into x minus 1. I hope everyone is clear this problem. Okay, now one more question we'll see in that same model. See, look at this one. Here one more question is that if y is equals to m1x plus c1 and y is equals to m2x plus c2, m1 not equals to m2 are the common tangents to the circle x square plus y square is equals to 2 and the parabola y square is equals to x, then value of 8 into modulus of m1 into m2, what is that value of this one? See here that common tangents, both equations are in the form of that y is equals to mx plus c. So here the common tangents will be in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Now you know this one is that tangent to the parabola y square is equals to, this is that x. You know this one is comparing with the standard form. 4a value will be equals to, what is that 4a value? 1. So a value will be equals to 1 by 4. So you got it that a value. You know that in parabola topic, if y is equals to mx plus c is a tangent to y square is equals to 4ax, then what will be that condition of tangency? C is equals to a by m. So then we can get that y is equals to, this value you can write that mx plus c value will be a by m. This is that condition of tangency. Now here c is equals to a by m is the condition of tangency. By replacing the c value with a by m, it represents that tangent in terms of the slope m. Now you put that a is equals to 1 by 4 in this value, y is equals to, this value will be m into x plus a value is that 1 by 4. This is that 1 by 4 into m. So, okay. Now you see here this one is that it is that tangent in terms of the slope m to the parabola y square is equals to x. Whatever is that this tangent to the parabola, it is also the tangent to the circle. So what is that circle equation? X square plus y square is equals to 2. This is that circle equation. You know in circles topic, if any line is the tangent to the circle, you know r is equals to d. See here that this one is that circle. If any line is that a tangent to the circle, you can write that r is equals to d. So this is nothing but the radius. Okay, and it is nothing but it is r is equals to d. According to this one, r is the radius of the circle, d is that a perpendicular distance from center to the line. According to that one, r is equals to d. If you apply in this value, radius will be equals to the root 2. What is that? The circle equation is that what? X square plus y square is equals to 2. So this is that r square value is that 2. Then r is equals to root 2. And perpendicular distance from center. What is the center of this circle? 0, 0. So modulus of this value will be 1 whole divided by 4m whole divided by this value will be root over m square plus 1. You know perpendicular distance from origin to the line. See modulus of c by root over a square plus b square. You know that formula. You see, do the squaring on both sides. It will become that 2 is equals to 1 whole divided by 16 into m square plus 1. M square plus 1. Now you cross multiply this value. This one is by cross multiplying 32 into m square into m square plus 1 is equals to 1. So here this one is by simplifying, this value will be the 32 into m to the power of 4 plus 32 into m square. 32 into m square minus 1 is equals to 0. So now this is that very clearly it is the quadratic in variable m square. So now you take that let m square is equals to, for example, t. Let m square is equals to t. Now this is becomes that 32 into t square plus 32 into t, 32 into t minus 1 is equals to 0. See, after that, you know how to find the roots of this value, minus b plus or minus. Direct factorization is not possible. This value is that a minus 32 plus or minus root over b square value. B square is that a 32 whole square. So 32 whole square minus 4 into a value is that a 32, c value is that a minus 1. So whole divided by 2 into a. 2 into a is the 2 into 32, that is that 64. So now you do one thing, this value will be minus 32 plus or minus, here you can take that this one is the square root of 32 into 32, 32 whole square, 32 into 32 plus 4 into 32. Now you can take that 64 is the common outside. So when it comes that outside is a 64, so now you can write this value will be equals to minus 32 plus or minus 8 into, it is that a root of, this value will be that 64, it is that a 4 plus, here this one is that a 2, whole divided by, this value will be equals to 64. This value is that a 64. Now you do one thing, here what is that common in the numerator, 8 we can take the common. So here the t value will be equals to, here t value will be equals to, now you see this value, you take the 32, 8 is the common. So minus of 4, this value is that a minus of 4 plus or minus, this value will be the root over 6. This value will be root 6 whole divided by, now denominator is that how much? Denominator will be, it is that 8. Denominator is that 8. So this is that value. Now my question will be, here this value will be equals to minus of 4 minus root 6 whole divided by, this is that 8. Okay, or, and this value will be minus of 4 plus root 6 whole divided by, root 6 whole divided by, here you see this value will be root 6 whole divided by 8. Now my question will be, here this one will be t square is equals to what? M square value. So now in this one, if you do that value in this one, here minus 4 minus root 6 by 8 or minus 4 plus root 6 by 8. So m square value, you have to take that any one of that values. So you see here that options verification, you do that one. Here this value will be m1 into m2 is equals to minus 4 plus 3 into root 2 minus 5 plus 6 into root 2, 7 plus 6 into root 2, 3 plus 4 into root 2. So how can we find out this value? So you check it very clearly. This value is becomes that, here that if I will take that m square is equals to, here it is that a t value, t value, t means what? M square. If I take that m square is equals to, if I take that m square is equals to, this value will be m square is equals to minus 4 plus or minus, this one is at a root 6 whole divided by, sorry, not that plus or minus, you take it only either plus 6 only, here is that plus root 6 whole divided by, root 6 whole divided by 8. Now this one we can write that m is equals to plus or minus root over minus 4, root over minus 4 plus root 6 whole divided by, this value is that what? 8. So one value you take as that, this value will be, this value, one value is that m1 and other value will be m2. Let it be one value is that m1, other value will be m2. So after that, so here m1 into m2 is equals to, so here plus or minus you write this value m1 into m2 is equals to, see, m1 into m2 is equals to, therefore m1 into m2, m1 into m2 is equals to, what is that value? This value will be plus or minus m1 into m2 is equals to root over, this is that plus or minus this value is that 4 minus of 4, this is that minus of 4 plus root 6 whole divided by 8, root 6 whole divided by 8, this value will be root 6, this is that root 6 whole divided by 8, root 6 whole divided by 8. Okay, now plus or minus you take this side, then it becomes the modulus of m1 into m2 is equals to, m1 into m2 is equals to minus of 4 plus root 6, minus of 4 plus root 6 whole divided by 8. Now cross multiply this value, here this value will be minus of 4 plus root 6, and here minus 4 plus root 6 means whole divided by 8. So once you check it this value, is there any difference is there? This one is divided with this one is divided with so 8 into root over 4 plus 2. Here is that of 4, 64 after you take that common, 16 into, oh sorry, here this value will be 8. So sorry, here is a small mistake is there in this one. Please all of you see this one. After that, here you see, in this one you have to the small mistake is there. If you take that this one will be 16, you do one thing, 64 if you take the common, and that means 64 means here will be nothing but 16 will be the remaining value. Here is that the remaining value will be the 16. Here remaining value will be 16 plus this value will be 2, and that means what is that value? Root 20, root 18. So root 18 means you can write that root 18 we can write that this one will be root 18. So root 18, here is this one is you write it that, once again you see, here the calculation part will be, it is the little bit is the difference is there, you see here after this you can write it that here this value will be that root 18 whole divided by 8. So this value you can write that a minus of 4 plus or minus and one value is that a plus 3 into root 2 by this is that 8, and other value is that what? Minus of 4 minus 3 into root 2 by 8. Here in both of these two, here only this one is that you can be consider. Why it is that only consider? T is nothing but the m square value. M square value is that always positive, na? So this is nothing but always positive. Okay, this one is that always negative. Okay, so that means m square value will take as that, m square value will take as that m square is equals to, this one will be minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2 whole divided by 8. Okay, so m is equals to, what is that value? Plus or minus square root of minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2 by 8. One value will be that m1, other value will be that m2. Okay, so these will be the slopes of the common tangents. Then you can write that m1 into m2 is equals to plus or minus, this value is that minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2 whole divided by 8. Plus or minus you can write this side, it becomes the modulus of m1 into m2. m1 into m2 will be equals to minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2 whole divided by 8. Cross multiply 8 into modulus of m1 into m2 is equals to, this is that a minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2. Okay, so what is your right answer? This one will be 8 into modulus of m1 m2 is equals to minus 4 plus 3 into root 2. See, check that options. Here your right answer is that what? C is the right answer. minus of 4 plus 3 into root 2 is the correct answer. So I hope that everyone is clear this problem. So one more question we'll discuss that related to the common tangent. So what is that question? If y is equals to mx plus 4 is a tangent to both parabolas. First, I have that one doubt is that suppose you know y square is equals to this is that 4x. Okay, which line is that a common tangent? Y is equals to mx plus c. M is that a slope of the tangent. Okay, and you know here this value will be, you know, if y is equals to m into x plus so c value, if this line is the tangent, then we can write that a by m. So from this parabola 4a is equals to this one is equals to 4. From this, what is that a value? A is equals to 1. Now you substitute that this value in this one, substitute this value in this one. So y is equals to m into x plus 1 by m. Y is equals to 1 by m. So now comparing this equation and the given equation, therefore what is that value? 1 by m is equals to this value will be equals to 4. From this m is equals to what is that value? 1 by 4. M is equals to 1 by 4. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. Now replace this one in this equation. You get that y is equals to 1 by 4 into x plus 4. So this one is that a tangent to first equation, y square is equals to 4x. The same line is the tangent to second equation. So if this one is the tangent to x square is equals to 2 into by. Okay, now previously in first question we discussed that when a line is the tangent to the curve, solving that both equations. Now this one will be that x square is equals to 2b into y. What is that y value? 1 by 4 into x plus this is that 4. Now simplify this one, x square plus minus b by 2 into x. Okay, plus minus 8 into b is equals to 0. You know, this is very clearly it is the quadratic form. Now discriminant will be equals to 0. D is equals to 0. What is the meaning of D? B square minus 4ac is equals to 0. This is the discriminant. So here b value is that x coefficient minus a b by 2, and that is that b square by 4 minus a 4 into a value is at 1, c value is that minus 8 into b is equals to 0. Now look at this, by simplifying this value you can write that b square is equals to, here b square is equals to, now check it very clearly, here this value will be b square is equals to minus this value will be 16 into here 8 into b, 16 into 8 into b. Here b value is not equals to 0. If b value not equals to 0 means, now see this one, here from this one is that b not equals to 0. You take that b is the common, then this value will be b plus here 16 into 8. 16 8s are is equals to how much? 16 8s are 6 into 8 is the 48. So here b into this value is at a b plus, so 648, this is the 128. Now here b value is not equals to 0, and therefore what is that? If product will be equals to 0 means b is not equals to 0 means b plus 128 is equals to 0. Therefore, what is that b value? B is equals to, this one is that minus 128. So see this one, according to that question, if the line is the tangent to, common tangent to both parabolas, y square is equals to 4x and x square is equals to 2by, then b value you will be get that minus 128. So your right option is that what? C is the right option. I hope that everyone is clear all these questions purely related to the common tangent. Already every question is that given in the previous mains examination. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.